Good afternoon, friends. Let's proceed further with the simulation which I had started of my visit to the mall GIP at Sector 18, Noida. Now, before I can proceed further with the discussion of finding it out, the simulation with respect to the different times that customers are coming in. Till now, we observed the simulation exactly for one customer. Now, let's proceed further and see what changes takes place in the simulation in our studios using the R programming when I have to create a simulation for several customers. Let's say that it's not just me who's visiting the mall. We know it's a birthday of, let's say, one of our friends. So we are a group of famous five, just like famous five friends of Enid Blyton. So one of the friend has, let's say A has a birthday, and four of us we decide we will give her a surprise party, and so we invite her to GIP Mall, present at Sector 18, Noida. Now she comes on her own. I'm coming on my own. Other friends are coming on their own. So how do I create the simulation for several customers? Okay, now here you need to understand the technicalities rather than just giving you the code and running away. Let's try to understand the logic behind it also. One, it's a simulation with several customers, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, it's up to us. Everything remains the same. Whatever coding that we were doing and I showcased in my earlier video remains the same thing, except for add generator function. We will see how what changes are there. Now we can add 3 or more friends of mine visiting mall with me. As the scenario was discussed, there will be 3 start times for 3 friends of mine. Okay, mine has already been there, so there are 3 more friends, so there would be 3 more start times for them. Increase the maximum simulation time to 400 so that we are able to run that function in a very proper manner. So the definition of the customer trajectory, remember I was trying to draw this trajectory. Remember, this will remain the same thing for all of us, irrespective of how many friends are coming in. So generate several customers or several friends following the same trajectory. Okay, the path is the same thing for all of us. We are entering GIP Mall. Now only one definition of the customer trajectory: generate several customers following the same trajectory. However, we need to understand that we spend different time at the mall. Like for example, let's say that I, after attending the birthday party, would like to go ahead and spend my time, let's say at Spencer's or Shoppers Stop or Big Bazaar, which is there. Or let's say my mother also comes over there and she says, let's buy some provisions for the home. So we prefer to go and spend some time at Big Bazaar. Then my other friend says that my boyfriend is coming here to pick me up, so I need to wait for him. And since he is coming all the way, he wants to present a Valentine gift for me. So she has a different time spending at the mall. The third one says it's a marriage anniversary of my parents. Since I reside in Noida, we thought why we should not go ahead and go for a dinner party at the same mall. So after watching a movie, because there is a theater also, so they decide a different. So you have different time that you can spend at the mall, and all of us go ahead with the non-random. There is no fixed timing that yes, she is going to come at so and so time and then she will leave it. No, nothing of that sort. Now before I can incorporate any one of these changes in my I would say code, let's understand how to tackle the time first. Okay, so function to specify a series of waiting times, remember, is more important. And here you will see that yes, apart from the changes that I mentioned, there is little bit of coding knowledge that is required here, and that is for what? For running a loop, and that is exclusively for the timeout function. Okay, now let's understand that what exactly it is, and then I can carry forward. Now you see, when we are using the timeout function, okay, there are two ways in which you need to understand. Either there is a constant waiting time, there is no change in that waiting time at all, or we go ahead and introduce another function called as once per customer, because we are three or four friends together who are visiting the mall, so there would be function for each one of us, and we return a single value. And what is that value? The time that we are spending. And remember, I did it through our exponential distribution, REXP, correct, which is the exponential distribution that we used. And the one that I used in add generator was REXP bracket open 1 comma 1 upon 10 bracket close bracket close. We have seen that. So what is this function? This function that I'm going to introduce returns a different plus specific value, and each time it is called for. And this I do it through a function which is called as a loop. And loop is a very important function in a programming language, whether it is C, C++, Java, R, or let's say Python. If you are able to understand how to use this particular loop, you would be successful in understanding the simulation also side by side. Now this requires another function. And what is that function? Which we are storing in a different value, which I'll be showcasing it in the coding, called as x. So let me just show it to you as to what I'm doing, and then we can carry forward. Loop, and this is a loop function which is taking place. Then what am I trying to do? I am creating I, okay, in such a manner the first instance is 0, and then the second one it starts off. So here comes the if and else loop which I have generated for the different timings. And I would say if I is less than length of the time that has been different, then keep on doing it for the first time, then increment it for with 1, that means for the second friend, then for the third, then for the fourth, like that, till I come back to the first one. Okay, and then you return back again to the first time itself, and then continue with the loop directly which is coming up. So let's go ahead and run this particular function to see as to how this is taking place, so that we are able to understand. So here the entire thing has run, and now I'm saying, now can you see x out here? X is the function which I have introduced out here, and whenever I'm calling, you can see that I have the loop for 10 minutes, 7 minutes, and 20 minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead, run this particular data frame. For the first one, it is 10 minutes. For the second loop, which I'm calling it, is 7 minutes. The next one is 20 minutes. I have completed the 3. Now if I run again, it will go back to 10. So this is how the things are coming, and it will continuously go till the time I have completed. This is when I'm calling x one at a time. Now let's see, if I have to call 2 x's at a time, what is the result? 20 and 10. If I have to call 3 x's, it will become 7, 20 and 10. If I have to call again, let's say the same thing, it will be 7, 20, 10. Now I'm changing the sequence, 2 at a time, 7, 20. Again it is next 2, it would be 10 and 7, not 7 and, that's the reason why I'm running. If I want exactly 1, it would be 20. So can you understand how the sequence is going about, and how well the entire time is being calculated and taken care by the server when we are visiting the mall, and one after the other the customers are coming in and going forward. Now this is something that you need to understand, basic thing. And in simulation, the different things I have showcased to you, it can be possible, let's say a battlefield. Now Abhimanyu is going to enter into the Chakravyuh. So we know that how many soldiers are going to surround him at a time. It can be one, it can be two, it can be three, it can be 100, and you do not know if it is big data that I'm planning to go. Maybe 1,000 soldiers are there totally in that Chakravyuh, and how he can come out of it. That's another loop. Now I'm just sharing an example so that we are able to understand and then proceed further. So the loops that we can create, I have showcased to you how to understand and how to take care of it. So let me come up with yet another understanding of the looping part that I'm discussing. Not the looping, the customers who are visiting the mall, let's say me and my friends. So one more script will be shared with you for the simulation. Till then, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.